Good morning, kiddos. Hi. How are you guys doing? Okay. What is the topic we are going to cover today? It is negative numbers, right? Yeah. So, what are negative numbers? You know what are negative numbers? Okay. So, let me just explain you that clearly. Negative numbers. Before we start with negative numbers, first thing I want you to know is what are integers? What are integers? The simple thing which you need to know about integers are what? They are whole numbers. Okay, so in whole number, what all comes in whole numbers? What type of numbers comes in whole numbers? That's right. What are they? They are positive numbers, negative numbers, and what is it? Zero. Zero is also a whole number. Okay, so from these three different types of numbers, today we are going to study about negative numbers. Okay, so now let's take a number line. This is a number line. Okay, and the midpoint of number line is 0. The numbers which are on the right side of the number line are always positive, and the numbers which are on the left side of the number line are always negative. Okay, so the numbers which comes on the left side are -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, and so on. Okay, and the numbers which are on the right side are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. Okay, so the numbers which we have on the right side are the positive numbers, and the numbers which are on the left side are negative numbers. Got it? So the left side are what? Negative, and the right side are positive. Clear? Okay, so you are clear with this number line, right? So on the number line, what do we have? We have negative numbers, positive numbers, and 0. Okay, so let's just read what are negative numbers. Numbers less than 0 are called negative numbers. Okay, the numbers which are less than 0 falls on the left side. Okay, all the numbers which falls on the left side, which are nothing but the numbers which are less than 0, are the negative numbers. Okay, so let's look here. There is a number line given, the midpoint is 0, and the numbers which are on the right side are positive numbers, or also called natural numbers, and the numbers which are on the left side are called negative numbers. Numbers less than 0 are negative numbers. Ordinary counting numbers are positive numbers. Okay, now numbers to the right on the number line are always larger than those on the left. So positive numbers are always greater than the negative numbers. Okay, that is what he's trying to explain in this statement. And then integers are whole numbers that can be positive, negative, or 0. Okay, so we have integers which are whole numbers, and also that can be positive, negative, or 0. Now let's look at the example problem. Which is greater, 2 or -3? Which one is greater? Tell me. Ordinary numbers or negative numbers? Of course, ordinary numbers. Okay, the number which is negative is always lesser than a positive number. See, 2 doesn't have any sign, that means it's a positive number. Okay, so 2 or -3. Which one is greater? Of course, 2 is greater. Now, B question. -2 or -5? Which one is greater? And one thing you need to know about negative numbers is that in negative numbers, okay, let's talk about positive numbers first. Positive numbers. Okay, in positive numbers, I'll give you I'm giving you two numbers, 2 and 4. Now tell me, which one is greater from these two numbers? Right, 4 is greater. So 4 is greater from these two numbers, because this is the big number. Yeah, and now in negative numbers, I'm taking the same example here, 2 and 4. -2 minus 4. Since they are negative numbers, it should be minus 2, minus 4. Now you guys tell me which one is greater from minus 2, minus 4? Not minus 4. It is minus 2. In negative numbers, the smaller number will be the greatest number. Okay, always remember that. Only in negative numbers, the smaller number will be the greatest number. So minus 2 is greater than minus 4. Got it? That's it. So yeah, understood? So in positive numbers, the greater number will always be the greater number, but in negative numbers, the smaller number will be the greater number. This is the difference between positive and negative numbers. That's it. Okay. And if you compare positive and negative number, of course, positive number is always greater than negative numbers. Only if you are comparing negatives, then a small number is greater than a bigger number in negative numbers. But in positive numbers, a smaller number will be always lesser than a bigger number. Understood? Good. Now, next. So yeah, now let's do the example problems. Okay. Now let's start with the example problems. So what is the first question we have here? The first question in example 16 is 2 or minus 3, right? So which one is greater from this? 2 or minus 3? Of course it is 2, right? So we got the answer for this. So on the number line, if you want to show this, how do you show that? So okay, on the number line, how do we show this? Draw a number line, take a midpoint, which is 0. Okay, so after 0, the numbers which come are 1, 2, 3. You can stop till 4 because the positive numbers what we have are just till 2, right? So the negative numbers are going till 3. So you can take minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. So what is the negative number we have? Minus 3, which falls here, right? And 2 falls here. So negative numbers are greater or positive numbers are greater? That's right. Positive numbers are greater. That is why the greater value is 2. Now the second question, which is minus 2 or minus 5. Okay. So draw a number line here. You can just mark the numbers which are negatives, because the questions which are given, the numbers which we have in the question are just negative numbers. Okay, so minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. Okay, so now tell me, to 0, what is the closest number? Minus 2 or minus 5? From the question, minus 2, right? So minus 2 falls here and minus 5 is here. So since minus 2 is closest to 0, that is why this is the greater number. Understood? That is how it is in negative numbers, only in negative numbers, but not in positive numbers. In positive numbers, you always look at the number increasing. If the number is increasing, if 4 is the increased number, then 4 is the greater value than 3. 2 is and 3 is greater than 2 and 2 is greater than 1. That is how it happens in positive. But in negative, minus 1 is greater than minus 2, minus 2 is greater than minus 3, minus 3 is greater than minus 4, so on. Okay, clear? Now let's start with the exercise problems. So what do we have here? Which of these statements are true? 5 is greater than 3. True, right? Now 2 is greater than minus 1. Tell me. Is 2 greater than minus 1? 2 is a positive number and minus 1 is a negative number. Yes, that is why 2 is actually greater than minus 1. Now, next. What is the third question? Minus 3 is greater than 4. This is the negative number and 4 is a positive number. So, minus 3 cannot be greater than 4. So, this one is false. Okay, this is not true. And the next one, D. Minus 2 is less than 3. Is minus 2 less than 3? 3 is a positive number, minus 2 is a negative number. So yeah, minus 2 is less than 3. That's right. Now, question E. Minus 3 is less than minus 4. So which one is greater? Both of them are negative numbers. Okay, so what did I tell you in negative numbers? The smaller number will always be greater than the bigger number. So minus 3 is less than minus 4, he is saying. No, minus 4 is less than minus 3. So this one is here, minus 4 is less than minus 3. That is why this is also not true. Now the last one is minus 9 is less than minus 3. So is minus 9 less than minus 3? That's right. Minus 9 is less than minus 3. That's right. So yeah, now next, what is the second bit? Copy and complete by filling in the gap. The first is done for you. So 10 is greater than 8. Okay, that is the first question which is done for you. What is the B question we have? Minus 6 blank 8. So now tell me, minus 6 is greater than 8 or less than 8? Minus 6 is lesser than 8. Okay, that is B. Now C, minus 5 blank 0. Is minus 5 less than 0 or greater than 0? Since it is a negative number, that is why minus 5 is lesser than 0. Right? Now D, 0 blank 2. So 0 is greater than 2 or less than 2? So 0 is lesser than 2. Understood? Now question E, 0 blank 1. Is 0 greater than 0 blank minus 1. Is 0 greater than minus 1 or less than minus 1? 0 is greater than minus 1. 0 is always greater than the negative numbers. Okay, remember that. Now F, 2 blank minus 2. Is 2 greater than minus 2 or less than minus 2? That's right. It is 2 is greater than minus 2, because this 2 is a positive number and the minus 2 is a negative number. That is why a positive number is always greater than a negative number. Okay, the next question is G. What is the question G? Minus 5 blank minus 1. Right? So minus 5 is greater than minus 1 or less than minus 1? That's right. Minus 5 is lesser than minus 1. Now the last question H, that is minus 6 blank minus 11. So minus 6 is greater than minus 11 or less than minus 11? Since these are negative numbers, a smaller number will always be greater than bigger number in negative numbers. Okay, so minus 6 is greater than minus 11. That's right. Okay, now look at the third bit. Pick the greatest integer from each pair. So you know which numbers are greater. If there are positive numbers, that means a higher number will always be greater. If there are negative numbers, that means a smaller number is always greater than negative numbers. If the combination of a negative and positive is given, then you don't have to look at what number is that. All you need to pick is the positive number. Okay, you don't have to see which number is greater and which number is lesser when a negative and a positive number is given. Okay, all you need to choose is a positive number. Okay, that is how you need to finish your third bit. Now fourth bit. So what is the fourth bit? Write each set of numbers in order of size smallest first. So you should know which one is the smallest and which one is the greatest from here. Okay, so I'll just do question C and question D. The rest all problems are homework for you. Okay, now so yeah, now let's do question C, which is 0, minus 3, 5, minus 2 and 4. Okay, first you need to concentrate on the negative numbers. Okay, so if you what negative numbers we have here? Minus 3 and minus 2. So in order of a number line, how do you write negative numbers? That's right. First minus 3, then minus 2, then comes 0. Then how many positive numbers we have here? 2 positive numbers, which is 5 and 4. So which comes first, 4 or 5? 4, and then 5 is the greatest. That's it. Now question D. Minus 3, minus 2, minus 5, minus 6. See, this is very, very easy. All you have are the negative numbers, and negative numbers always go in bigger number to smaller number. So what is the bigger number from here? Bigger number, as in I'm not telling the greatest digit. It is like number which looks big. That's it. Okay, so it is minus 6. Then we have minus 5, then minus 3 and minus 2. So the greatest of all these negative numbers is minus 2, then minus 3, then minus 5, then minus 6. but the number which looks big is -6. That is why we need to start from the numbers which look big, and we end at the numbers which look small but they are actually greater than the bigger numbers and only in negative. Okay, now so I hope you can take all the other problems as homework, because it's actually easy, you know. So yeah, now what is the fifth question we have here? 6 is 1 greater than 5. Write down the number that is 1 greater than. So this is one of the simplest questions. All you need to understand the question. Okay, just read the question once or twice or thrice, try to understand and then do it. And the same similar type of question we have here, that is 6 is 1 less than 7. Write down the number that is 1 less than. Okay, these two questions are very easy, I'm telling you. Okay, both of these questions are actually very easy. I just want you to think and find the solution for this question. Okay, if you do not find the answer for this, please ask me in the comment section. I'm anyways there to, you know, help you guys, right? Okay, these are very simple questions, let me tell you. Okay, so 5th and 6th, please do it. And if you actually get the answers, if you also drop your answers in the comment section, that will be really helpful for the other kids. Okay, so yeah, this is the last question we are doing for today, which is copy and complete these sequences. Okay, so what is the pattern you see here? 3 2 1 0, then comes that's right, 1 2 3. Good job. Now B, 5 3 1. So what do we see here? We see what is the sequence we see here? There is one number which is missing, right? 5, 4 is missing, then we have 3, then 2 is missing, then we have 1. So this is the pattern for second one. Now what is the third one? Question C, that is -4 -2 0. What do you see? What is the pattern you see here? Two numbers in between. So they are taking out two numbers. It's like a 2 table. 4 2 0, -4 -2 0. Then comes what? That's right, 2 4 6. Okay, I told you this. So D and E, I want you to figure it out. What is the distance between two numbers? Okay, how many numbers they are taking out, and what is the pattern? Analyze the numbers, do the subtractions, and try to figure out the pattern and complete the rest of the sequence. Okay, now so we are done with negative numbers. Okay, I'm not continuing with this exercise is because this is the subtraction of negative numbers. So since I explained you what negative numbers are, how to show negative numbers on a number line, that should be enough for you for today. So tomorrow I'll explain you how to do the subtraction for negative numbers. Let this be a new topic. Okay, so that I don't want you guys to get confused, negative numbers and also how to do the subtraction of negative numbers. For today, negative numbers is enough for you. From okay, tomorrow we are going to start the subtraction of negative numbers. Okay, after that then we'll do negative numbers and addition. Okay, so let's just take this one exercise as the separate topic, which is negative numbers and subtraction. Okay, today we finish negative numbers. Tomorrow we are going to do this exercise, which is nothing but negative numbers and subtraction. Day after we are going to start negative numbers and addition. Okay, so yeah, that's it for today, guys. Have a great day. Bye bye.